A DeKalb County native turned Hollywood star will soon be recognized at his alma mater. The County Board of Education voted to name Dunwoody High School's future stadium after Ryan Seacrest. The board says the move is to recognize the Wheel of Fortune's hosts' contributions and long-standing connections with the high school. Right now, Dunwoody shares a home stadium with Chamblee High School.